Hello everyone, and welcome to the first video of a series of 3 or 4. I'm not sure entirely how many it's going to be, but this time we're going to be taking a look at the Onyx Boox's newest addition to the Boox family, the Onyx Boox Nova 2. This one's particularly interesting because it promises to pack a lot of power in a very portable format, and I've had the opportunity to test out the Note 2. There were some things that I really love about it. There were some things that I wasn't too sure about it, so I'm quite excited to check this guy out and see what its little sister is going to be able to bring to the table. So let's get cracking. Alright, here it is. So first to explain, this is the Boox Nova cover, which is compatible with Nova 2 and Nova, and we'll check that out a little bit later. First, I want to focus on the little sister of Note 2, which is the Boox Nova 2. It's the same package now that we're kind of used to from Boox. Let's unwrap it and see what we get. Alright, let's slide it out. And we have a lovely little box, pretty much like the Note 2. And we open up. Pretty much everything is exactly the same so far as the Note 2. We have the screen protector. And then we slot out our Note 2. Let's see, what else do we get? Well, we got a USB-C cable, exactly the same stylus pen as with the Note 2. And we got a warranty card and a quick start guide. You get your Nova 2 device, you get the plastic stylus, you get a screen protector, USB-C cable, and a bit of documentation. Alright, so let's take a look at the Nova device itself, because that's the whole point. Slot it out, and there we go. It's a very nice package, I have to say. It's definitely like a little sister from Note 2, but right off the bat I can see some things that are slightly different. The plastic on the back feels better. It's slightly softer than on a Note 2, and they've improved the resistance to fingerprints, and the shyness is actually a bit nicer, so that I really like. I did not expect that to be actually different. The front is very much the same. You have the glass panel on top, and you have the button, which is the back button, and the screen itself. The screensaver is the same. We got a button on top for powering up and a LED, and on the bottom we got a USB-C. Spec-wise, it's very similar to Note 2 as well. It has the same octa-core CPU. It has half the storage amount, so it has 32 gigs of storage, and it has 3 gigabytes of RAM instead of 4 gigabytes of RAM. But everything else is pretty much exactly the same. And of course the screen is smaller because this is 7.8 inches, but it's the same resolution. So you get better pixel per inch density. So we get 300 pixels per inch on this guy. So let's power it up, the first power up, and see how that experience is. And I'm quite interested to actually see how this format behaves, because Note 2 was a little bit too heavy and a little bit too big. Here, I think the format actually works better. The weight is less, it's far more comfortable to actually hold. The rounding of the corners is actually nicer, and the curve here is a bit of a bigger angle than on Note. Maybe the same angle, but it perceived angle is a little bit better. So the main thing that bothered me with Note 2, which was the weight and these corners pressing into your palm, I believe that these are actually a little bit more rounded than on Note 2, and this is perceptibly more comfortable to handle. First impressions. I'll spend more time with it and see how it goes, but first impressions are actually, I'm quite surprised that there's this many changes when compared to Note 2. So let's go. This is a standard Android setup. You choose the language, privacy policy, Automatically set date and time. Yes, we will do that later on. Okay, I'm right-handed. Let's calibrate. Okay, so we do calibration. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the screen is less reflective as well. I don't know if I'm crazy or not, but my impression is that it's less reflective than on Note 2, which is incredibly interesting. So far, I've expected certain things, that this is just going to be like a Note 2 scaled down, but so far it's surprising me. Inside it's going to be exactly the same because it's running the same operating system, but I'm really interested to see how the overall experience is. And if you've noticed, there was no bling. So that's kind of cool. Alright, and now let's unbox the cover and see how that looks like. What do we get and how does it fit the Nova 2? So we're just gonna open this up. A very snug fit. And we slide it out. This is quite nice. It looks like it has this kind of odd rubbery coating on top. I'm guessing that it's for longevity, but the workmanship is very nice. Stitching is super precise. And inside it's really still, again, super precise stitching, a place where to hold your stylus, and very nice and soft inside. So we'll see how this holds actually, the device. As you can see, the stitching is really nice, the details, everything, the craftsmanship is really good and very nicely made. So let's put the device in and see how does the whole package fit. Well, I'm currently updating the OS. There was immediately, as soon as I connected, it told me that it has an update. So I don't want to interrupt that, but I do want to put it in and see how it fits. So, okay, let's try. From the side, it didn't quite work as I hoped. All right, so from the bottom works, and here, it's a little, all right, so let's try top first, and then, all right, that fits, so that's down, and that's down, and now these corners, you know what, this doesn't totally fit. Because this is all flexible, hopefully this will kind of stretch out and then it will fit better. But it does pose a bit of an issue that we have a little bit of sticking out here, and it's supposed to kind of come inside and not stick out like on top and on this side, but on this side it's sticking out a little bit, but it's quite flexible, so hopefully it's something that will over time kind of fit a little bit better. Here it is inside, and it fits good. As I said, it doesn't fit absolutely perfectly. Hopefully that one corner will have a nicer fit. Let's put the stylus in as well for the full package. There we go. And this is how the whole thing looks. I love the compact format. There's no magnets or anything like that, but there's sufficient weight that it's not flapping about and it's not opening. I love that it's curved and not slippery at all, and it feels like it will protect your device. Most of all, I love the fact that you can charge while protected in the case. It seems like it has the support of sleep and wake up, so that when you open up, yeah, it was sleeping, and as soon as you open up, it wakes up. So if I close it, I guess it creates a connection of some sort, and then it should be sleeping. Let's see, can we peek? Yep, it was sleeping. So that's very cool. And does it flip back? Ooh, yeah, but I don't feel like doing this, there's quite a bit of resistance here, and it's really stretching this part. So I'm not sure if it's meant to be flipped around. It doesn't feel, it can do it, but it doesn't feel comfortable to do it. Overall, I think it's a very nice package. It fits it nicely, it's not too heavy, and I do think that the device is going to be protected in this one. Plus, it looks very stylish and very nice. To be perfectly honest, I wasn't expecting too many different things as far as the first impressions go. So far, this guy is actually surprising me in good ways. I'm really looking forward to taking it for an in-depth drive, so to speak, and to see how does so much power which Note 2 has to offer, how does it translate to a smaller format? Does the user interface actually translate in a good way? So stick around and see you next week for the in-depth review of the Onyx Boox Nova 2. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you so much for watching and for the support. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye!